Hi everyone, class and home coordinator here, Lindsay Olden. I'm going to be showing you a brief overview of Learning Genie and why we use it and how we use it and where to find more resources to navigate it seamlessly for yourself. If you are new to our program, this overview will help you navigate it to the best of your ability. All right, the reason we use Learning Genie is to send updates to families, reminders, to share learning media and books for InKind or activities for the families to work on at home. And we can send out parenting tips if needed, and we can email daily reports at the end of the day. I'm just going to jump right in and show you the web version of Learning Genie. There's also an app called Learning Genie Educator app that you can download on your tablet or your phone if needed. I'm going to go ahead here and show you the web. You will not have access to every classroom, only the ones that your supervisors feel like you should. I'm just going to go ahead and give a brief reminder to please practice confidentiality, as we will be looking at some different child's names that might not be in your classroom. This is the home page. First off, you will get an email. If you're starting off new, you should get an email on your BICAP email to set up a password. And so you can go ahead and enter your BICAP email in for the username. And then, as you can see here, my BICAP email, and then it'll send you a temporary password, and then it'll let you make your own. All right, we're going to go ahead and get signed in here. All right, this is the home page. This is where you'll see all your classrooms. Here's the centers up at the top in case you have access to more than one. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Bacchus Center for now, just because I have a testing group in here. So you can click on the round circle, which will bring you to your classroom. Here you can click on teachers to see who has access to your classroom, the children that are in your room, and what parents are signed up for Learning Genie. First off, you can invite a parent this way by either generating a code and giving them the code to sign up on their Learning Genie app, which is the Learning Genie Parent app. Or you can send them an email, and all the emails are generated via Child Plus. And this is where you can see all the kiddos. If you click on children right here, you can see the kids that are in your classroom. And you're able to edit the child, and this is also how you invite parents another way. But if you click on the little pencil under the child's name, you're able to put in their information. And then you can see that a parent code is generated here. If you click on the picture, or it will be a Learning Genie avatar, you can click there, and that's where you're able to enter a picture in and select the avatar. So you click on that again, and then it'll bring a document for you to upload. And if a parent does not want their child's picture to be shown due to the photo consent, you can click on private and make it so that their picture is not seen. Here's as well where you can enter in the child center and classroom. In case they are to switch classrooms, you can go ahead and change it right here, but I'm going to keep this one the same for now. And then the center. All right, and then here's where you can also add other pickup names for the child. In this case, it's a testing group, so I have these two, both as mom. But say mom calls and says, dad is going to pick up today, but dad wasn't on the emergency consent form that was taken during the application time, then you can always add dad and put in information and all of that. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and click on the classroom. And for the engagement, this is where we can send out activities, events, which you can add an event here. You can put in, if it's via Zoom, you can put in the Zoom link right here so they're able to click on it. You can ask for required parent signature and required teacher to confirm parent check-in. Those are some new settings. And then you can add the location if it's via Zoom. And then this is how you can invite families. And you can arrow down to be able to pick whoever you want. Like you can pick by classroom, or you can keep arrowing down and be able to pick the children. That'll be the same on all the different things that we do. So say you're entering what they had for food today. You can also, there's another way you can add a child, and you can add multiple children in there. Or if you're sending out an activity for InKind, you can do select sites and classes, and you can once again do your whole classroom or your whole center, but you can keep arrowing down so that you can choose multiple kids at a time or multiple classroom sites. You can send out reminders, say if they need to bring more clothes for the next day. You can always attach a file like a flyer. Learning media here is one I want to show you. So here we can add our own links from our YouTube page, our BICAP YouTube page. And like these home visitor welcome videos and center-based welcome videos, we made those as a center. And so we are able to upload those to here. Activities from Head Start, you can click on these and you can preview them. And then ones that you might want to send out to a family to do with their child, that could be done at home, and they can enter their time for InKind. Videos to navigate Learning Genie for families. If a family is having a hard time, maybe RSVPing for an event or learning how to use the messaging feature, you can preview these and then select which ones, or if a family's having trouble submitting InKind, you can select these and send them right off to the parent for them to watch. And then there's also lots of other great ones that you can use that were auto-generated in here, like growth milestones and such, but please preview them before you're sending them. And again, you can select your sites and classes or individual children. And if there's something not on here that you're looking for, like maybe pregnancy, for instance, that you don't see on this pop-up, you can search it and it might have some great videos. Say mom is pregnant and ask for some resources. You can search and you can find some great videos to maybe send mom that might help her with the need she's asking for. And then you can go ahead and save and send that. For books, they do have recommended book lists that were auto-generated, but you could type in a book and send it this way. So say you're looking for the book No David, and you could select it and it gives all the words so that the parent can read it to the child. And as well, you can, let me close that as well right here where it says, do you want to try adding a video book for the same title? You can click give it a try, and you can find a video clip that goes along with that book title. You might not find everyone you're looking for, but there usually is one. So you can preview that and make sure it goes with it, and you can select it and send to the parent. For them, say a family doesn't have a lot of books at home and they would like some, you could send them 3 or 4 books to watch with their child, and they can also use that time on InKind. All right, and then their nap time, all of that. With the food and stuff, you're still going to be entering that into Child Plus as well, though. All right, so that's a little bit about how to add new engagement items and send them off to your families. You would see in the email updates at the end of the day when we were on the first right here. So email daily reports right here, if you can see that. So those are auto-generated at the end of the day. So the things like diapering and reminders and that kind of thing will be sent out all at the same time at the very end of the day. And your classroom should already be set up with a specific time that works. If you ever want that changed, just let me know and I can change it. Here you have the dashboard, manage family engagement, and attendance across the top. So you can click on dashboard and go to family engagement. And this is kind of where you can see all the statistics of everything. You'll see here, the ones that turn gray are ones that you're able to click on. Most of them have a line through them, so there's two different things that can be clicked on. But I just want to let you know that this engagement box does not have those lines. So you could click on but you have to click right on top of it on learning media. And you can see for your classroom what has been sent out and the total views of it for that day. And who has watched it and the amount of time they've watched it and all the videos that are shared. That's good for teachers, that's good for coordinators and family advocates. All right, I'm gonna go back to the dashboard. You can kind of preview lots of things and just kind of see. So for InKind, you can click on this and you can see there's also another way to do this that I'll show you in a minute, but you can see if your center has submitted any InKind activities. And so they'll be here in red and you can click on one. I'm just gonna click on this one, that's pending. And you can see that the mom had submitted this one. So for InKind, there's two options, activity teacher assigned and reading, but then parents are also able to customize on their end on the parent app. When they're sending in InKind, they're able to customize what they're doing. For teachers, you are not to approve InKind. You are just able to look at it and see what's pending and see if your families are doing it. Once again, I'm going to say that again. Teachers do not approve, reject, or ignore InKind. Only coordinators and management approve, reject, or ignore InKind, just so that we can make sure things are being submitted correctly and the amounts of times and that kind of thing. If you have parents who are not submitting any InKind and they have the Learning Genie app, you can click right here, this send parent InKind reminder in blue when I put my cursor over it. You can click on that, you can click on the children, and you can do send reminder, and you can customize this. And we send out InKind activities weekly for the teachers, or the teachers send out InKind activities weekly. So I always like to change that month to week and then click send. All right, so that's a little bit about the dashboard manage family engagement. There's also, you can find InKind right here. Like I said, there was another way under manage family engagement, InKind report. You can also see the exact same thing here. And up here, you can change your center or your class depending on what you have access to. And there's also a chat feature on the web to be able to do that two-way messaging, but I highly recommend using the Educator app to do the chat with your families, because sometimes they do not like communicate with each other via web, via app. For some reason, the chat feature is a little bit glitchy on the web, and hopefully that's getting fixed on the back end of Learning Genie. And then here is events. Just like in your activity feature, you had, or just like in your engagement feature, you had access to send events. Here's another way that you can send them as well. You will not have access to school message, only coordinators and management do. And then attendance is here for the daily health card and attendance review. And that is, so you can sign kids in and out here. For instance, let's go to my testing group. All right, so this looks pretty much the same on the tablet as it does on the web, but say this child's coming to school today, you're gonna click on them and you can do manual sign in, and then you select a pickup person. So say it's mom that's coming. So I don't have mom in here for some reason, so I need to add her. Once again, you only want to add those people that are on that form. And if they say somebody else can come pick up, you can add them as well. I'm just gonna make a fake one really quick, confirm. And then you can click on, so the parents will be guided to fill out the daily health card in the morning, and they are able to fill that out, and then we'll be able to see what they submitted as a parent. And then teacher review right here next to parent submitted, that's where all these answers will be filled in by the parent except the temperature, which we take at the beginning of the day. And you can click yes or no on that. If it's a yes, then you need to click reject on the child. If it's a no, then you click no, and all of these should be filled out, but I'm gonna just do no on all of them just so I can show you an example. Okay, got them all. Oh, and then you're gonna click on the mom's name and you can do a sign. Submit. All right, and then you'll see that you can put a signature in there. I just didn't for this purpose, but then you can click sign in. Oh, I had to type in my password, 1 second. It'll usually prompt you to type in your password when you go to do it too, at least once. All right, so now the child has been signed in. Say the child isn't coming today, you can do offsite reason, and you can pick a reason why the child won't be there for that day. And then you only use in quarantine if it's a COVID case, and then you have to put them in quarantine for so many days. And if you do that, then Rhonda, our health coordinator, will follow up with the family. And then it's the same at the end of the day. You'll click on the child and you'll be able to manually sign out, pick up, choose the person that's picking them up, and then you can direct sign. Oops. And then you can sign them out. All right, so that is how you navigate a little bit about Learning Genie. You should have been introduced to the internet during onboarding. And so that is where you can find additional resources for Learning Genie. If you click, if you go to the internet, if you go to Head Start and then Forms Book, there is a tab for Learning Genie right here. And these are helpful links for Learning Genie that have the links to the YouTube channel for Learning Genie. Anything that you need to know to walk through Learning Genie is on YouTube. So if you just type in Learning Genie, it will bring you to lots of different videos of all the different options you have for navigating it. And there is a handbook for those that like to read about it. There's a parent onboarding flyer to get parents signed up, another email reminder template to get them signed up, and a parent letter to start it off with, like, hey, this is why we're using Learning Genie as a center. And then there's a parent step-by-step guide to walk them through the daily health card attendance screening procedure that we have in the morning. There's a family engagement handbook that can be looked at by staff. And then there's also a teacher to parent PowerPoint, and that just kind of goes through why we use Learning Genie, a few of the features for it. And then as well, if you go to the Forms book and go to InKind, there's InKind guidance for parent explanation that talks about how we do InKind on Learning Genie. And then also there's a teacher explanation on how you can send out activities and reminders to get people to submit InKind through their Learning Genie parent app. Going back to Learning Genie really quick, I just want to give you a few heads up. If a family is unable to use Learning Genie, please do everything paper copy if you can. But I really, really encourage you to try to get families set up, especially if they're going from early Head Start to Head Start. It can just make it a seamless process. But yeah, that is pretty much everything that I have for a short overview, but please check out those resources on the internet if you need. And as well, if you have any questions, please contact me, Lindsay Olden, or you can also, for Cass County, contact Brianna Bailey. She's the other person that knows Learning Genie pretty well. Your coordinator might be able to answer your questions, but I would definitely try to um, go there first, as in go to the internet, find those resources, read the handbook, play with it, play with the web, play with the app. That will help you really understand it. Um, that will help you really learn it, probably better than a one-on-one view can. All right, thanks for listening. Have a great day.